Hello guys, back again on the Narrator Kentang channel. Hopefully the beginning of 2024 can be better than the previous year. Enjoy the atmosphere of the beginning of 2024 for those of you who are looking for the latest films to watch at the beginning of this year. Specifically in this video, Narrator Kentang has summarized the 7 latest films, which will air in January 2024. Illenium II. For those of you who like sci-fi genre films with the theme of the battle between humanity and aliens, this film might be on your watch list. This film is a sequel to the first Illenium film, which previously aired in 2022. So it continues the story in the previous film, and this latest film will still focus on several people from the Goryeo dynasty in Korea who, in order to save humanity from the threat of the appearance of aliens, they then travel back in time to the future in search of a powerful sword that is said to be able to eradicate. The film displays battle visuals and CGI effects which are captivating. This film is quite unique because it combines elements of typical Korean royal dynasty life with the conditions of the modern world in the future. The lift carries the theme of a planned theft. In general, this film will tell the story of a group of professional thieves who have a mission to carry out theft of gold bullion worth hundreds of millions of dollars in a plane flying at an altitude of 40,000 feet, equipped with several sophisticated equipment and careful planning. Their action was then carried out, whether the theft can go according to plan. They present an interesting theft action. You can also watch this film on January 12, 2024. The Bricklayer is an action thriller film adapted from a novel. This film will focus on the story of Steve Fail, a former FBI agent who was fired for disobeying a given mission to survive. He now works as a bricklayer until one day he is asked again to join in to handle a mystery case related to extortion that only Steve says can solve the case. But of course the mission is not easy. He starts going undercover and starts looking for several people who are the mastermind behind the extortion, and murder is filled with fighting action throughout almost the entire film. This film is also one of the newest action films which will be released this January. This next Citizen of Kind film is adapted from a true story that happened in 2016. It tells the story of an elderly woman named Ducky. She is an ordinary civilian who one day becomes the victim of fraud via the cell phone she uses. This incident causes Ducky to lose tens of thousands of dollars. Only for an instant, but didn't stay silent. Ducky didn't want his money to just disappear. Then he asked for help from several of his colleagues to help catch the gang of fraudsters. His journey through Korea to China to find the headquarters of this fraud gang will be the main feature of this latest film. The Beekeeper, which will be broadcast on January 12, 2024, carries the theme of revenge with quite intense action scenes throughout the film. Starring actor Jason Statham, who is already famous for his film's reaction, The Beekeeper tells the story of a man named Mr. Clay who turns out to be in his past. He was a former member of an organization called Buyers with very deadly fighting skills. Because he no longer wanted to be involved in the black world, he now only enjoys his days working as a beekeeper. But one day the death of his best friend as a result of being a victim of fraud makes him Mr. Clay is determined to take revenge again on a fishing company which caused his best friend to be killed, offering fight action scenes either with bare hands or with weapons. Jason Statham's actions in this film are interesting to watch. Mean Girls is a film about the lives of teenage schoolgirls, which is of the first film featuring several iconic scenes starting from Kitty Heron, who moves to a new school, meeting Jenny and Damien, to getting into a dispute with Regina George, who is the queen of the school. Regina George has a gang called the Plastic, which is called the most popular gang in school. The problem started when Kitty Heron liked Regina's boyfriend, Aaron Samuels, which made the romantic conflict between teenagers look even more complicated. Even though in general the story is not much different from the original version, What is new about this film is the musical side, which attracts attention. Night Swim is one of the newest Western horror films which will be released in January 2024. This horror film will tell a gripping story that terrorizes a family in their new home, which begins when Raywer's father, who is also a former professional baseball player, is forced to retire early due to an injury, the severity of his illness. He then invited his small family, namely his wife and 2 children, to move to a new house for the sake of calmer life. At first, the family's life went on normally until one day they started experiencing incidents in the swimming pool. They not only terrorized the family, this little mysterious figure often appears from the swimming pool and starts threatening their lives one by one. The mystery of what is really hidden in the swimming pool is for those of you who are curious about the story. This film will be released on January 5th. Well, that's the latest Western film that you can watch this January 2024. Thank you for watching this video. See you guys, bye.